Hey everybody, this is Mrs. Meyer coming to you from the Atkinson Elementary Library, and I'm going to talk a little bit about our book fair, which starts tomorrow, Monday, April 15th, and runs all this week and ends next Sunday on the 21st. So let me just show you some of the cool stuff we got this year. First of all, I'll just start with the foo-foo book, the foo-foo table. Now, if you have students that come to the elementary, they'll tell you that Mrs. Meyer talks about the foo-foo table. This is the stuff that is not books, but are still kind of cool. A lot of pens and like walkie-talkie stationery sets or a mini pack stationery set. Some of them are books that are included, like diaries and things like that. And then some of them do have books with them. So this is what the kids will tell you they're foo-foo items. And then we have pencils. Now, we do have some pencils that on things. This is our clearance they're $1. This container right here. So if there's something here that you want and you think that maybe that's clearance, I believe it's only this one that's clearance, but you can just bring them to my checkout and I can tell you the price. But here's some more of the stuff. We also have something like 27 posters that the company has sent us. We do have the new Kansas City Chiefs, their Super Bowl poster. And the cool thing about these posters is the company lets me keep the posters after the book fair is over that I use for AR prizes. But here are some easy paperbacks, or excuse me, some of these are hardbacks. If your student has talked about the book We Don't Eat the Classroom, or We Don't Eat Our Classmates, it is a Ryan Higgins book about a dinosaur who goes to school. This is about the dinosaur getting a pet. Penelope gets a pet. It's a really cool book. But here are just some of our paperback books. This is mainly, it's called Picture Books. This is a new one, Sprout Branches Out. It's kind of a cool book. Probably one of my favorite books that I've read from this book fair is The Unicorn, Dinosaur, and the Shark Walk Into a Book. And some of them are like, I Am a Unicorn. It was here in the winter, but it also is now a Golden Sower that will be read next year and is in the contest for the Golden Sower Award, which is a Nebraska contest. Also, Creepy Crayon by Aaron Reynolds is also one. But here are just some more. And as you move through it, they get to a higher reading level. I do have a couple Fly Guy books. Then if you have a student who are in probably about second to fifth, sixth grade, the Dogman books are very, very popular. Now, this is the newest Dogman book, and it is a graphic novel. And then also we have Cat Kid and Bad Guys, are a popular series. Then we also have this table is our science, although I told the students it's mostly dinosaurs and sharks and rocks. Like they do have a crystal science. It's a book on making your own crystals at home. And then here continues on to some science books. Let me back up a little bit so I can get them all. And we do also have books on top of the shelves. Now, this book is The Reflection in Me, and it's the illustrator is Peter Reynolds. He is an awesome illustrator. And he has been collaborating with, he also is an author, but the last couple of books he had, he is just the illustrator. This is our Pokemon, and I do have some Legos. I have a Nerf gun book. We also have, if you have anybody who's a baseball player, the Big Book of Who in baseball. And then I have Sonic the Hedgehog. I have a couple of his graphic novels. Most of the books that are on the top, like right here, are graphic novels. Now, if you don't know what a graphic novel is, the graphic novel, see if I can open this one. When I was a kid, they would be called a comic book. Here, let me see if I can get a picture of it. But the kids love them. So I do have some of those. And then I do have a lot of journals and diaries. Here are some more graphic novels. When I grew up, I read the Babysitter Club books, and now they're in graphic novels. So it's kind of cool when the kids will go, "Oh, I read this book. Have you ever read it?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I read it when it was a regular book." So most of these are graphic novels. And then here are some more graphic novels. Diary of a Wimpy Kid is very popular. No Brainer was the newest book coming out. I do have a basketball book clear down there. And then as you go, like I said, as you go around in the circle, the books are going to get a higher reading level. I do want to take time to talk about the I Survive books. Now, the I Survive books are written by a woman named Lauren Tarshish. I think it's how you pronounce her name. And what they are they're fiction books, but it's based on real events. Like the one that just got published is I Survived the Great Alaskan Earthquake of 1964. And then what Lauren has done is she makes it fictionalized, but at the very back of the book, let me show you at the back of the book, she tells the real story of the Alaskan earthquake. And she does a lot of research for these books. And they are now in graphic novels. The ones that are for sale today or this week is the Nazi invasion in 1944, the invasion of D-Day, and the Great Chicago Fire. Back there, I'll just show you. Now, the Great Chicago Fire and the Nazi invasion, I have both of those graphic novels in the library. I don't have the D-Day one. That's a brand new one. If you have somebody who likes reading fiction books about wartime, Alan Gratz, Prisoner 3087. He also has a book called Heroes Now. Excellent writer. Also, Jennifer Nelson, we have Uprising. And then we also have Signs of a Survivor. Those are all about the Holocaust. 2 Degrees and Refugee are interesting books of Alan Gratz because what it is, the refugee has, it talks about refugees. It has a World War II refugee. It has one of the Cuban boat people from the 60s and 70s. And then it has modern day refugees. But the story is all tied together. It's an awesome book. We also have Escape from East Berlin and Escape from Stalingrad. And then Goosebumps, which a lot of kids like to read if they like to read the more scary books. Also, we have Piggy. Those are graphic novels. Also, if you're a student, I know some of the students have asked about Wings of Fire. We do have some Wings of Fire this year. This is the latest book that I have gotten. And then they have the graphic novels of books 4, 5, and 6. Now, my library doesn't have all of the Wings of Fire, but I know Downtown Library has some too, if they're interested in those. All right. Also, I just want to show you one more thing. Is we do have, all of the books are priced. If they have a red sticker on them, that is the price. We do have some books that are on sale. And on the sale books, if they have a red sticker, I do not believe I can reorder them. Any other book, or most any other book that's on the carts, I should be able to reorder if we have to. But you can also go on to our school's webpage, and I have an article in there that will tell you where to go online. We have an online bookstore that actually runs, I believe, it might run after the book fair, but I can check on that. So, again, here are our times available. We are open tomorrow, April 15th, from 3:30 to 5. Tuesday, we're going to be open 3:30 to 6. And then Friday, Friday is also 3:30 to 6. Wednesday is let's start all over, guys. Sorry about that. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday of this week is 3:30 to 5. Tuesday is, I'm going to extend the hours till 6:30 because of if a parent works until 5 and they want to come in after they get off work, or maybe after they get home and have to take care of the kids, I'll be open till 6:30 on Tuesday. Also on Thursday, when we do not have school, I will be open from noon to 7 at night. It's our West Holt track meet. So come on come on in if you're at the track meet, or even if you're not at the track meet and you just want to come in and check out some books and buy some books for your family, come on down. And then Sunday, because it's the 5th and 6th and 8th spring concert, starts at 5:30, and then the 9/12 spring concert starts at 6:30. I'm going to be open from about 3 o'clock until whenever the high school program is over. But that will be the last night. On Sunday, after I close, all of this gets packed up. And by the time the kids come here on Monday morning, my library will be back to being a library and not a bookstore. We are having a guessing contest. Let me grab my guessing things. We do have a guessing contest. Guess the number of jelly beans that are in that jar. You not only get the jelly beans, but you also get $5 from the book fair. Now, the guessing contest, I'm going to have to end on Thursday. So the student who wins, or the child who wins, can come in on Friday and collect their prize. But they also get the jelly beans. So I hope to see you guys at the Westhold Elementary Book Fair.